FUAD here, back on Behind the Gloves with another interview. I am with Dave Coldwell ringside just after the James Degale Chris Eubank fight. Instant thoughts?
I'm a bit gutted, to be honest. Yeah, I thought the fight had been a better fight. Got night off, so I've come down to watch the fight. So I'm a bit gutted about that. And for me, it's a little bit sad to see James as he was tonight. You know, I could see improvements in Eubank Jr. and hats off to him. I thought he boxed well, but to see James not look as organised and in control of what he was needed to be doing, snatching attacks and things like that. Well, you know, my thoughts before the fight was always about what James had left. I thought if James has still got things, you know, still got enough left in the tank, I think he outboxes Eubank. Tonight he showed that he hasn't. Eubank Jr., the promising thing for me on his side of things for his career is that you can see he's now got a coach that he's listening to. You can see improvements in him. Yeah. You know, he's a lot better fighter. What
necessarily did you see in Eubank?
His jab, even his feet were better. Yeah. His jab, at times his feet were quite quick in closing range down, which is something that he's always struggled to do with movers. But it's a work in progress. You know, you're not going to see a complete package in one camp with a new coach. I'm looking forward to seeing how he develops now. You know, he was a little bit more patient as well in what he was doing. You could see right from round one, he was waiting for Degale to make that mistake, falling in with that left hand, so he could time him with the right hand. Little things like that are things that Junior doesn't usually do. So you could see little things, and you could see his brain ticking a little bit as well, which is good. Like I said, it's promising. But as somebody, you know, I like James, and I'm gutted myself because, you know, on that basis I wanted him to win tonight. But you know, it was never. It was like he was trying to snatch a win. You know, every time he'd throw a shot, fall in, grab hold. He didn't give him a little tug downstairs, didn't give a little hit in the ribs or anything like that. It was just pure like trying to nullify and not do anything.
Do you think that was like anything? Was it just age, or, you know, the build up there was a bit of mind games, this and that, or he tried to fall?
I've said for a while myself that James's last couple of fights, it looks like, you know, when a fight starts winding down, it looks like they can't do certain things that they used to do, or not comfortable doing things. He didn't look comfortable in that ring tonight, and that was a major difference.
Chris Eubank now, ABDUL world champion again. In Super.
I didn't even know it was for an ABDUL.
No, I didn't know until today.
I just came because I thought it was a good fight.
But no, it was ABDUL World Championship back on the line, so he's ABDUL World Champion now. In this division, Joe Saunders has moved up now as well. Yeah. What fight do you think, would you, if you were to recommend him to fight someone, which fight would you recommend him to?
Recommending him to fight someone, I'd start off by recommending him not to fight Joe Saunders, because Billy's feet and boxing brain and boxing ability are just on another level, and I think that style is all wrong for him. You know, there's orthodox fighters out there that can go out and fight. If he's going to stay at super middleweight, it'll be interesting. But I think with the coach he's now got a coach that's listening to. He's going to improve. He is improving. Let's see what about, can he, you know, if he can still make middleweight, and if he's still strong at middleweight, then maybe middleweight is, because I think, for me, I don't think he's strong enough at super middleweight.
He looked a lot smaller when they weighed in yesterday as well.
Yeah, but that's you know, I think he's an actual middleweight. But then again, I don't know him, so I might be completely wrong.
I just want to lastly touch on before I let you go. Obviously, Dereck Chisora is now under you, which kind of surprised me, really. Where on earth did, because it was such a random thing, where did this come from? Explain the whole behind the scenes.
It came from a phone call from David Hay, and that was it. You know, I was with my family, I get my phone goes, and it's David Hay. I was like, "So you ring me for?" We had a little chat, and then he said, "You know, I'd like you to work with Dereck." It came up and had one session, and it was obviously they saw things that they thought that they were happy with, and I was like, okay, you know, as long as this happens, that happens, and it does it seriously and does what it's told, then I'm happy with it. And you know what? It's been 2 weeks now. It's been brilliant. You know, he's slotted into the gym great. You know, we're having a laugh, but there's a lot of hard work he's putting in, and he's doing it, and he's improving. So I'm happy. It's been a good 2 weeks.
At this stage of the career and his last outing against Dillian Whyte, which he unfortunately lost, what do you think you can sort of give to him, bring to him?
We'll see, won't we? It's like any fight that I worked with. People think, oh, what's he going to do with him? What's he going to do with him? We'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. You know, let's take it one fight at a time, and let's see how he does. But yeah, there's a lot more left in the tank than what I thought. Yeah. You know, I was after the Takam fight. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what he's got left. You know, that looked hard. He looked old. And then he fought well in the fight with Dylan, and he's showing me in the gym that he can adapt, and maybe he can teach an old dog a few new tricks.
Dave, always a pleasure, and we hope you all the best. Cheers.
Hey fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else